Here's Jesus doing everything right, and he's paying for us to be made right. Now that impresses me. Come on, we sang about that cross tonight. We sang about the broken body and the blood. We sang about it. Isn't it amazing that he would come? Don't let this be an Easter story, a Christmas thing. Don't let it be a movie that you watch and feel sad. Let it be the revelation and the life change of your life that God would come as a man to fulfill what man failed so he could redeem and restore all things about why he made man, who we are in him, who he is in us. And let's go ahead, get born again, live born again, put off the old, put on the new, and seek ye first the kingdom of God. Come on. I want somebody preaching to me like that. I went to church till I was almost 20. Ain't nobody told me this. They just said he died on the cross because I'm a messed up young man with a bunch of sin in my heart, which I'm always going to have and I'm always going to be. And luckily he shed his blood to forgive me, so hopefully I can get to heaven. That's all I heard. That's all anybody ever told me. That he died on the cross because I was a messed up sinner, and I always was going to be a messed up sinner. Religion is so wretched, people in a room this size are thinking, so what are you saying? You ain't a sinner? You didn't sin? You don't sin? You look perfect? That's exactly what religion has taught us, so you can't even hear the message. Isn't it amazing? Truth spoke in the streets, in the flesh, by the Spirit for 3 years, and they killed him for what he said. Isn't it amazing how arrogant people have become in the fall of man, that they're so busy being right that they can't even hear truth? That Jesus himself could speak in the company of men and they decide if he's right and kill him for his words because it was heresy. Jesus, heretic Jesus. Scary. That's scary. Blasphemer Jesus. Son of God, Son of Man, was and is to come. Nothing made that wasn't made through him. Yet he came to his own, and they knew him not. And when he spoke, they only listened for what they didn't agree with and could never hear what he said. And 3 years in, decided it's time. You die. Ain't that something? That's shocking to me. It don't get no clearer than Jesus talking. He wasn't just preaching the truth, he was the truth. From the beginning, whatever that means. Ain't that something? He took a whole chapter to say, you say what I say. You say what I say. What's he saying? You ain't saying what I'm saying. He says, you have heard it said. You ain't heard said what I'm saying. I come from a whole different place. I'm living a whole different way, and it's the, not a. The way. Not a way. He's not a bright idea. He's not an option. He's the. He's the way. He's the way back to the Father. He's the truth about the Father. He's the very life of the Father revealed. He's the way for us to get back to the Father. He's the truth about us in the Father, because he said, when you see me, you see the Father. He said, follow me, and the things I do, you'll do if you believe. He's the firstborn among many brethren. 1 John 2, if any man says he abides in him, ought to walk even as he walked. Romans 8, predestined to be conformed to the image of the Son. 2 Corinthians 3, beholding as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, and being transformed into that same image from glory to glory, even by the Spirit of the Lord. Colossians 3:10, put off the old man and his deeds, and put on the new man, who's renewed in knowledge according to the image of him who created him. And we preach a prayer to go to heaven. Wow. I wonder where we got that message. and make the whole goal of the cross go to heaven. The whole goal of the cross is your transformation. It's you putting off the old and putting on the new. It's you becoming love. The whole goal of the cross is living Christ, not singing to him. Living him, not praying to him when you're overwhelmed. Living him and shining and being ye separate, coming out from among them, not conformed to the world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. If he died, so you live, and those who live ought to no longer live for themselves, but him that died, and therefore judge no man according to the flesh. 2 Corinthians 5. I read this book. It is full of dynamic, life-changing truth. Yeah?